birthday to you.
Make a wish, Tommy.
You don't know me, but I knew your father. He wanted me to give you this.
Just inside the doorway. Use it only in emergency. Better you should pray to God, the Father and the Spirit will guide you and protect you from up here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Take the children and yourself and hide out in the cellar. By now the fighting will be close at hand. Don't believe the church and state and everything they tell you. Believe in me, I'm with the high command. Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running Can you hear me calling you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? There's a gun and ammunition just inside the doorway. Use it only in emergency. Better you should pray to God, the Father and the Spirit will guide you and protect you from up here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? Swear allegiance to the flag or any flag they offer. Never hint at what you really feel. Teach your children quietly, for someday sons and daughters will rise up and fight while we stood still. Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me
Welcome.
calling you?
Oh no. Okay. Welcome.
Can you hear
There we
me?
go.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me running?
Let me running.
Hear me running? Can you hear me calling you?
It's so bad.
Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you?
Like, I need a disappearing effect that I can do. Let me see. You know, I'll figure that out. By the next stream that I do, I'll be able to disappear. Like, let me see. Let me just, like, fuck around with my opacity. Let me see. Properties. Can't. Oh, God! I just reset the goddamn thing. Okay, filters. Come on. Is there opacity on here? Color. I know I did it for my, like, my Windows 95 change the world thing, like this. How did I do that? I completely forgot. Anyway. You know what? Let's not distract anything. Let's just continue watching Wilson Productions. My loud ass ice.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear?
They definitely recorded this in that tunnel that is probably, like, actually on their property, I'm guessing.
Me calling
Yeah, it seems like they recorded that in the tunnel.
you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you?
What do you mean by? Was it the ice shaking? Did I scare you away with the ice? Oh, shofar time. Okay. 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 We're gonna go into Gina now. No, we already watched that. Let's see. Gina Maria Colvin. Videos. Oh, the ant people are real. Okay, let's watch the insectoids one first. Oh no, she's muted. Yeah, she doesn't realize it. She's just muted the whole time. Yeah, everybody in chat is like, hello, sound. Can't. Doug Deej Jones says can't hear. Can't ear. No sound. Check, check. I can't hear you. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't hear anything. Okay. Those turds must have hit a hot spot. What are you talking about, Amber Brown? Yeah, like nobody can hear what she's saying. What's going on? Scalar attack, I guess. Okay, the ant people are real.
Well, I just don't know what they're doing to me. I have no idea what they're doing to me. This is now the 4th time I've come on here, the very 4th time, and they have cut my sound. I got it right. Do I have sound? That's even if they'll show me. And you know what I'm going to tell you they did? They cut
Like
the people-
it's clearly a grasshopper. That is a grasshopper. 100%. Like, look at it. Like, if you looked at it in this picture without all, like, the artifacts or whatever the fuck she put on it, it's a grasshopper. It's a fucking grasshopper!
from coming here on the live stream too. So yeah. Can you hear me? You have sound now? Well, that's just about right, because it took me 4 times to get on here because they got my sound and took my sound off of there, you all, and I'm not too happy about it. Okay, I'm really not too happy about it. Where am I at? I am,
Like, probably what Gina did is she hit the wrong button. She did like this.
you all, I'm trying to get myself on here. I got this. Is that me? Yeah, that's me. I want to put myself on here. Well, see, now they mess me all up. Look at me. I'm like this now. I'm going to have
And
to
you
be
don't
like this
even
now,
realize
y'all,
it.
because this is, look at, they tore me all up.
Oh no. My mic is picking up the air conditioner now. Let's see.
Somebody's having really
Oh,
fun,
God.
a lot of fun with Gina. Well, I'm glad you're having a lot of fun with Gina. That's what I'm glad you're having fun, because I'm not having fun you doing this to me.
Okay, you know what? I need to check my volume and shit now, because I had to remove a bunch of noise. Yeah. Let's just go ahead. It's really hard to talk when you hear your own voice like like it's weird. Let me turn that off. Okay. Anyway, like it fucks with your mind when you hear your own voice like a second delayed from when you're saying it. Your brain just slows down. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Anyway, I mean, I sound like garbage, probably, but it's Gina time, so who cares?
Apple Brooks, honey, and Susan B. TV. You all, let me tell you something. I'm looking at this, the comment section. We have 44 people watching. We have only Apple Brooks and Susan B. TV and Tracy Gilbert. They're literally stopping people from coming on to the comment section. That's what they're doing. And when I first started my video, they literally were, somebody is cutting flow to the traffic, is what they're doing. They're cutting flow to the traffic of this YouTube thing. And I don't like myself looking like this, you all. Now we got only 4 people on here able to comment out of 51. 4 people.
Like, Gina doesn't understand that her internet is shitty because she doesn't live in a city, basically.
People out of 51 able to comment. Well, I'm going to tell you about these insectoids. These insectoids are...
It's a grasshopper. It's a grasshopper. It's a fucking grasshopper. You know, can I zoom in on that? Okay, I guess not really. Okay, there we go.
real. Okay? And when you cut me off, when somebody cuts me off like that, let me tell you something. When they cut me off like that because of my subject matter, guess what it does? It only solidifies within my being how real these insectoids are.
Weeded.
That's what it does. You solidify within my being how real these alien insectoids are. Because you cut me off. This is my 4th time coming back on here trying to talk about these insects. Okay, I know that they're real. I have a friend that I speak to.
I know internet problems suck, but it's not the insectoids doing it.
Who have seen these insects. Okay? He has seen like the queen of these insectoids. He's even been on her ship. She's even took him into the ocean. She took him to the bridge.
Like, I got live footage of them, like, meeting the queen of the insectoids.
What's it thinking, Colonel?
It's afraid. It's afraid!
It's such a great movie when you actually like get what the point it's making.
Breeding place off planet. These insects exist. Okay, and we have them on these ancient tombs. Okay, these hieroglyphs. We have carved in stone the insects, the insectoids, you all. This has really got me a little bit upset for them doing that to me, you all, because I want you. Let me do this right here. So if you've seen all of my other. If you've seen my other videos, you all, I'm getting a little happy now. So insects are real. If you can see this, insects are real. I don't know if you can see this or not.
Like, the book's great too.
Okay, and
it's like both
they
of
cut
them
my
stand
live feed.
stand on
They
their
cut my
own. They're
sound
both
off
great
right
pieces
here
of
because
art
of my
there.
subject
I
matter.
recommend everybody read
That's
both.
what they did. My very first
read the
video
movie.
cut my sound
watch
off
the movie,
because
read the book. They're
of
great. It's
the
amazing.
insects, the insectoids. They're real. This is what I caught. Okay, I caught this last year sometime. Some people called it Mothman, but let me tell you something about this. This is real.
I always loved that Mormons settled the insectoid planet, and Mormons were the reason the whole war kicked off in the first place. Like, it was just like Mormon missionaries got attacked by bugs on their planet because they were trying to take over their planet. It's like, oh no, we have to protect the Mormons.
Now let me see if I can get my.
Wasn't it like Fort Joseph Smith was the thing that got attacked? Like, remember Fort Joseph Smith.
Myself over here to this, you all. So I've got this like this. Let's look at this screen. Because now they got me upset. So I've got to tell you, it's like an insect. You can see the arms on it right here.
Yeah.
The arms,
Stare at the book.
the legs, and the
only read
antenna and the
script of
head.
movie.
Okay, this is what it looked like in the air, just like this. Right like that in the air. I can't do anything to that, but that's the picture that I took. That's what I'm talking about, you all. I don't like them. Let me put this on me. I really don't like myself looking like this on here, but I can look like this on here. It's a little bit too dark for me. I've got to see if I can't even. I don't even know how to get this like this. You all, they got me all frazzled. Hey, you ever watch
She's
Mrs.
frazzled.
Frizzle?
Oh no,
Yeah,
is
you
she
can
gonna
watch
like
Mrs.
go?
Frizzle.
Is she gonna
She was
word
like a teacher or
association
something,
herself into Frazzle Drip?
In the mornings and stuff. Yeah. I'm stuck with me looking like this. And I am kind of cartoony. Like I'm stuck in black matter. You all, you just bear with me. I got no Gina, honey. You all, I got to try to get me fixed. I got to fix myself on here, you all. I got to see if I can fix
Gina,
myself.
fix yourself on here.
To make
Stop
myself look more
posting for a
presentable
while.
because they're doing this to me. That's somewhat better. That's a little bit better.
I am at this point, I'm concerned that Gina will create a compound at this point. Gina has this weird insular community of okay, let's see how many views this video has. Yeah, 12,000 views. This was yesterday, September 11th. 12,000 views. She could easily just create some sort of compound. And I'm worried she actually will. She owns a big amount of farmland in I think Indiana. She has a bunch of vegetables and shit. She owns enough land to create a cult in, and I'm very worried that she'll actually do that. Oh god, the subtitles. Okay.
Well, I can be like this. I can be kind of like. Let me stay like this. I'm gonna be like this, you all.
I can
Yeah.
be like this.
And I do apologize. I do that they're doing this to me,
I
but
can
that's
be like this.
It's
Or I
like,
can be
yeah,
like
that's right,
this.
you all. Cause did I say this? Let me say this. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours, and thank you for joining me. I want to talk about these insects. They're insectoids, and I
What's
actually,
the deal with...
I even had I had all my stuff pulled up on here, and then it's
I have
all
so
gone.
many
You all, I've got to
goofy-ass
type this in.
backgrounds.
I've got to type this in, you all. Is what I got to do. That's okay. That is all right, you all. I will get myself. Well, now you know. Now, granted, they don't look like this, although they could look like that. That's kind of, see this, like this insect with these bug eyes right there. But that's really not what I wanted to
I
see,
like this
because
one.
you know you don't want to run into an insect like that. But they kind of look like that. But let's look at this. I wanted to do those what do you call that, tomb stuff.
You know what? For those of you that don't get the joke of my background, you know what? Gotta see. The best of Chapo 2018. Actually, we'll just go through it manually. Let's just skip way ahead from when Matt is extremely too drunk. It's when they have the space background. Okay, here we go. Oh, I can already see him like laying down. Here we go.
And here's the theme.
I saw this live.
I don't know. Welcome back. It's Armenia Decides 2018, the Chapel election live stream. A few more calls. Republicans will win the Ohio
Also, I
governor's
do not
race.
endorse Virgil.
Democrats will win the governor's mansion in Minnesota.
Oh, wow, amazing. I don't think we did we mention earlier Chris Kobach loses the Kansas
Yes,
governor.
by a big margin. Very good on that. Very
right.
good for that race. We
We-
are going to
okay.
a phone call now.
We are gonna okay. Our next call in. Here we go.
Knock, knock. Who could that be?
Hello.
Hello. Do we have Josh Androsky on the line?
Oh, my goodness.
What's up?
Josh Androsky, another West Coast caller from Los Angeles from, what is it, the Victory or Loss Party?
Yeah.
We don't know yet.
Still too early to tell.
It's too early to tell. The first, I think some early voting came in, and we are losing by about 50,000 votes.
Let me
So there's
just zoom
50,000
in on
people
Matt,
who can
because
eat
he's
my
the main
perfect
attraction
ass
here.
that live in Los Angeles. But only 3.8% of precincts are reporting.
Okay, so it's only 3.8. You guys are in the hole right now, but still a lot of voting to do.
Yeah. So that, the polls, they closed 43 minutes ago. But if you're listening to this, break in, steal all the voter data, just go through and, shuffle it all up and make Three Stooges noises.
Wait,
and I think we
Josh,
can pull this out.
I'm sorry, but we had to have this discussion with several of our guests earlier tonight. Apparently, it's against the terms and policies
no.
of Twitch.
He was so
tell
drunk.
People to engage in illegal activities.
Okay, do it anyway.
Oh, and
Okay, you
we
heard
should
it here
actually,
first.
We should actually probably be clear about this. We are talking, of course, about Measure B. If you're a fan of Chapo,
Yes.
Measure B.
Measure B!
Don't trust.
Measure B.
Measure B.
Don't trust the Measure B in apartment 3.
Public banking. Measure B.
So Matt is New Year's. Hell yeah.
I'm All Saints Day drunk.
I'm
Saints Row
legitimately
4
hammered.
So, sorry. Refocusing here, we're talking about your Measure B initiative in Los Angeles for public banking.
Yes. So for those that are not aware of it, which sounds like about 50,000 of you in the Los Angeles city area, it would basically save us billions of dollars. We would reclaim billions of dollars from Wall Street and use that to fund things that are not horrible, and affordable housing and renewable energy instead of pipelines and guns and the private prisons, including the baby cages.
We're talking a toehold in state capitalism.
Yeah, basically, we're just trying to topple capitalism one voter at a time over here.
I
It's,
like
it's
it.
hard
and
work
I,
in the trenches.
I mean, I can tell you
Is he
this
gonna
right
say
now
the
that we
famous
here on the
line?
East Coast are anxiously watching the results of this.
Kill
referendum
yourself
because
and
we
everyone
want to see
around
it
you.
there, and we want to see it be successful there and see if it's
Because
something
we
can
are
do here
doomed.
in New York City.
New York City.
Oh, it's coming up.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
I know he's about to
Get
say
a
it.
rope.
Get a
Now,
rope.
what about the other ballot measures, the statewide ballot measures? Is that Costa Hawkins?
Also,
how is that doing right now?
Let me look right now on my cellular telephone. So it looks like Kevin De Leon's opened up. He's only losing by 4% to Dianne Feinstein.
Yeah.
Which is pretty tight.
I've seen a call that Feinstein
Oh, yeah, I
was
added
in
the-
that race, but
I just copied and pasted what
Yeah,
you
I saw
I
always
don't know what
too.
those
always
projections
post,
are based
so
on
it's
because
easy
it's really
for you.
uncharted territory right now. Not that I'm saying I don't believe it.
So Prop 10, it's not looking great. 6% of the precincts are reporting, and it's losing. It's getting pummeled 68 to 32.
Good God. Well, that's still very, very early. Maybe that's,
No,
certain
it's
precincts
the
that are in
end
right
of the
now.
world.
I mean, frankly,
7%. It's only 7% reporting.
You can't depend upon the fucking voters. They are a bunch of morons.
God, it feels like I'm talking to my dad right now.
you might be.
There is no way to vote your way to fucking. There's no way to vote yourself to anything because we are doomed.
Josh,
Matt, why don't
are
Matt,
you
can
are
vote
you
yourself?
Josh,
Hold
are
on.
you over at the victory party for Prop E right now?
Black,
Yeah, real quick, I just
Black
want to say
pilled
Matt should
Crispin
vote
right
himself
now.
a glass of water pretty soon.
I agree with
Uh,
that one, but let me ask you this, Josh. So, what is the mood there? Is it optimistic or what? I
The
mean,
mood's very optimistic. We're at the old chalet in Eagle Rock, California. It's beautiful.
if you are a proud boy, go to Old Chalet in Eagle Rock, California, right now.
If you want your shot at me, this is it.
You want to
I'm
cause some
fucking-
shit to fuck up some soy boys? Here's your opportunity.
Yeah, I'm all fucking lubed up and ready to go, dude. I've been puffing on my CBD vape so
Oh,
hard.
is he about to
that
say
I'm
it?
Actually, a
Is he gonna
BJack
say it?
there. So if you want to pummel me, now's the
He's
time.
gonna say it.
Josh, I'm sorry because when we thought we would have you on at this hour, thinking that we would have more information about this race, but it seems like it's still too early. It seems like it'll be a while before we have any results. Maybe you won't even know by the end
We'll
of the
just
night
get to
because
the
all these
famous
absentee
line
ballots
and
in
then we'll
California.
move on.
Yeah, thanks, dude. Thanks for that vision of the future. That sounds super tight.
Well, maybe we'll be going.
I mean-
we'll be going later. I'll be going later, and
Yeah.
maybe we can have you back on when we have more information about this race. Though I do want to announce Claire McCaskill has lost re-election.
Oh,
Republicans.
There's no
Ha! Owned!
fucking, there's no fucking world where
Oh,
these
he-
people win.
Is he gonna do the floss
They are gonna
dance in
get their
between
asses
this?
kicked.
Not going to be a very good Senate going
Because
into next
the
year.
reaction is in the point of view of right wingers.
By the way,
You know what he sounds like? Matt right now sounds like if you had like a Slavoj Žižek like doll that was running out of batteries. His voice was getting lower.
I am seeing
I
so
love it.
Republicans will maintain control of the Senate. I'm also receiving reports that a series of antibodies are coursing through Justice Ruth Gator Ginsburg's bloodstream towards what may or may not be a malignant tumor in her brain. We will follow that story throughout the evening.
Tumor Watch 2018.
Otherwise, Josh, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. We're going to have to go to a break in a minute now. Any closing thoughts?
Yeah, mostly I can't wait to watch Beto O'Rourke.
He's about to
lose
say it.
Donald
He's
Trump
gonna
in
say it.
2020.
He's gonna win.
Same here.
He's gonna win. I'm
No,
gonna put
he-
that fucking marker down right now. Trump will win in 2020.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Because
Thank you.
only the Democrats would be stupid enough to run the guy who lost to Ted Cruz
Thankfully,
against the guy
he
who
did
beat
not
Ted
lay the
Cruz.
heaven that
Josh,
hard.
as you might imagine, I'm sorry to cut this off now, but I
Come
think
on, say
we
the
should take a
line.
break right now.
Say the
Don't
line.
worry.
We are going to our
Yeah.
scheduled
Yeah.
break at the end of the
we're,
hour.
We're going to another break right now.
Josh Androsky, always a pleasure to talk to you. Keep following that race for us. You can follow him at Josh Androsky on Twitter.
Trump will win in 2020 and
Thank
be a
you.
two-term.
Yeah, they were like, okay, no more Matt after that time. Actually, I think they came back one more time, and that's when he said, "Kill yourself and everyone around you." Like, let me see. Yeah, there's a transcript. Okay, open transcript. Come on. Oh, okay. It was like it was a 6-hour stream, so of course it's gonna take like that long to load. Everyone around. It's searching for a comment that says "grill yourself and everyone around you." Did anybody link the famous line? Okay, where's the other instance of that? Okay. Here we go. 239:17. This is the famous line.
Democrats suck ass. There is no hope in the
For our
modern
next call.
party system. Kill yourself and kill everyone around you.
No.
Anyway. The ant people are real. Anyway.
Am I on here? I hope I'm on here. ULL. Insects on the
Oh,
stone.
okay. Let's,
Egypt. Let's see what we can find out.
transfer
Okay, so
researchers.
do we see any insects here? See, I can't even pull it up now. I really can't because they got me all frazzled, you all. Well, we got a bee right here in ancient Egypt, but it's not what I wanted. It was some other pictures of these insects, alien insects, alien beings, alien
Hi.
insects.
Hi.
Insectoids, you all. Let's try to see if we can find them. No, I can't get it, you all. And I'm just not even going to mess with it now. They done made me upset. They really did. Oh my gosh. This is my 4th time getting on here. Now I've got to try to find my phone. But that's okay, you all. You just got to bear with me. If you can bear with me, yes. The Great Awakening is the book of Revelations. Well, yeah, it
The
does
Great-
talk like that. It
the
does
Great
talk about they had
Awakening.
the sting of scorpions in the book of Revelation. Well, you did catch me live. You caught me live. I'm on here live. I really am. I'm a little bit too close and personal right there. I like to be kind of like this. You also look at that. So
I like to be like this.
You can't make this up. Now, see, look at this all around
It's a
the
grasshopper.
arms right there. It is. It's all around the arms, and like an outfit or something. But there is an antenna. This is what it looked like. This literally
it's a
it appeared out of
grasshopper.
nowhere, and then it just disappeared, just like that, in my yard in the eastern sky. That's
It's
what
like
I
she
took.
zoomed on it,
And that's what
like
I've been trying
enough
to
with
share.
digital zoom
This
that
is my
it
fourth
fucked
video
up the
trying to go
image
live to show you this.
enough for her to
Okay,
think
the
that it's like some
insectoids
alien.
are real. They are. And
It's
if I
clearly
can
a
get back to my
grasshopper.
train of
You know what? Let's find some images to like confirm that. Grasshopper fly. I wonder if that looks at all like what she's seeing in the air there at all. Ooh. Oh, what is that? That almost looks exactly what she's seeing there. Do you see the arms going up forward like that and the legs trailing behind and the... Does that not at all look like what's going on here? See the antenna? Oh, wait, actually, the chat is in front of the image. So, like, see that? And then, see that? It's a grasshopper! It's a fucking grasshopper! That's how they look like when they fly. Here's another one. They all do that. That's what they look like when they're flying. That's the same image. That one's just jumping. Yeah, they look at them. That's what they do. It's a grasshopper, Gina.
thought, which I want to get back to my train of thought. I really do. They talked about the arachnids.
The arachnids. Arachnid. Arachnid. She can't even say arachnid. The arachnids.
Insectoids, and if I can type in this, I don't even know how to spell them. The
Of course you don't. You say arachnid instead of arachnid.
yeah, my eyes are getting big because I'm trying to think of the aliens. The aliens. The aliens. I can't remember how to spell them. Yeah. You know what I think they do? I think that they have the ability to send signals to people's minds and literally get them in a discombobulated mood so where they cannot even think straight and concentrate. They have technology that they can do that with, you all. They do. They have that type of technology. And I think that's what they did. They interfered because they didn't want me talking about this. They really didn't. I really can't believe this. This is ridiculous. Because I want to try to... everything I type in, I can't find nothing on it, you all. That's what happened. Have you ever had it happen to you? When you want to share something, something comes along and literally, booms, they send out their frequency to totally disrupt everything so that nothing runs smooth, so that you can't get your message out about these insectoids. That's what I'm talking about, because they, yeah. I don't know. I really don't know, you all. And you know what? It's kind of just, kind of makes me upset. It really does. It makes me a tad bit upset. I want to find them. I really do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm probably just going to have to end this video because everything I search for, I cannot even find now. Nothing's coming up on my search engine that I want to.
Sidewalk connoisseur, thank you.
They turned your phone off, Mystic Rose. They are real. Thank you. Look up petroglyphs. Let me petroglyphs. Let me highlight that, Derek Honey. Thank you, because I gotta get on here. We gotta look at that petroglyphs. Let me do that. Let me put this to the justice.
Oh no, is she gonna think it's a Kachina? She's gonna like bring Kachinas into it, isn't she?
Screen. Thank you. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Good God, this is 35 minutes long. Okay, look, we're moving on. We'll probably come back to that. Okay, bye-bye. We already watched that.
Minutes before it fell. Nothing in your video.
Oh. We'll watch this eventually. Eventually. Let's see. Exclusive Cindy K. Courier interview granted.
January 16th,
This is her brother,
2018.
apparently.
And this morning I'm bringing to you an exclusive interview that has been granted by Brian T. Courier.
You know what? Actually, we should see what Cindy has up first before we get into her brother. Honestly, let's see. Yep, 21 hours ago. Oh, she's been at it. Okay. Let's see this quick one. Stop and question order for Silverstein, Windsor, Giuliani, Bush, and Cheney. So it's like, sounds like some like 9/11 shit that she's on still.
Everybody, the natural date is 2/54, also known as 9/11/2021. I'm Cindy K. Courier, coming to you from the Center for Natural Law in Southern Virginia. This is a universal public service announcement that comes in the way of an order. Public Order Number 254.1, Stop and Question Order for Larry A. Silverstein, Elizabeth Mary Windsor, Rudy Giuliani, George W. Bush, and Dick Cheney. Civilian National Guard are hereby ordered to immediately stop and question the above named and make all responses public worldwide. Question number 1. What all do you know about the destruction of the Twin Towers on 9/11? Question number 2. Why was the order given? Question number 3. Who all is involved in ordering, enabling, facilitating, managing, assisting, financing, and covering up the crimes committed on 9/11, both human and otherwise? Be it known as of December 1st, 2014, under the court decision of August 25th, 2014, that convicted the United States Corporation and their officers of fraud, extortion, human trafficking, involuntary servitude, murder, high treason, and crimes against humanity. All corporate, governmental, judicial, and enforcement powers and authorities are revoked and nullified, and all such personnel are hereby ordered to immediately stop all activity. Be it further known that anyone disregarding this order is considered personally liable for acts leading to criminality against the people.
Oh God, yeah, I will play that. Let's go.
Protectors deputized by the justice of this court. Whereas the Armistice and Accord of November 22nd, 2013 states that all inhabitants of
any
Earth
video
are heirs of
that you send me right now will be
and
stacked
whereas
onto
through
the
the
next
letters
one.
patent of December 15th, 2013, an indemnified court of ages was established. And whereas the will of each heir of creation is assured by the law of nature, and whereas the conditions set forth by the heirs of creation through court order in the Armistice and Accord of November 22nd, 2013 have been breached, and whereas Clause 6 of the Armistice states Breaches of these clauses shall result in reprisals. And whereas, according to international law, a reprisal is an act of restoration short of war for damage or loss suffered. Now therefore be it resolved by the Court of Ages on behalf of the people that immediate action be taken to stop and question the above named. Order issued this natural date 254, also known as 9/11/2021. Signed Cindy K. Courier, Court of Ages. And so it is.
Oh, okay. I couldn't do my bit. Okay, let's see. What else does Cindy have to go? Here's this one's.
Hey there, everybody.
Stop and question order for Silverstein, Windsor, Giuliani, Bush, and Cheney again.
The natural date is 254, also known as 9/11.
What about this one?
Well, hey there,
Halting vaccine production and distribution.
everybody. The date is 254, also known as 9/11/2021. I'm Cindy K. Courier. This is a universal public service announcement that also comes in the way of an order. Public order.
You may find yourself grifting people with some weird sovereign citizen shit. And you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? This is my country house. I invented natural law. This is my country house. I invented natural law.
Order number 254.2, halting vaccine production and distribution. Civilian National Guard and multinational military
Before
are
I
hereby
get
ordered
muted.
to secure all country borders and close United States land borders. Halt all vaccine production and distribution. Close all vaccine production and distribution facilities worldwide. Reverse all vaccine orders and mandates.
I mean, she's too much of a pathological liar for her own good. Like, she keeps switching up the grift too quickly to, like, pick anybody up. It's so weird. It's like there's so many people you could grift off of on the little things you choose to, like, go on video to video. You're like, one day you're Nasara, the other day you're sovereign citizen. Like, she keeps changing and, like, disavowing things, and she'll never, like, pick up a giant follower base, except for, like, the very dumbest people. Which may actually be the whole entire point.
Educate and assist those who have been vaccinated. Order issued this natural date 254, also known as 9/11/2021. Signed Cindy K. Courier, Court of Ages. And so it is. Hey there, everybody. The natural date is 255, also known as 9/12/2021. I'm Cindy K. Courier. This is a universal public service announcement that comes in the way of an order. Public order number 255.1, requiring constitutional sheriffs to support natural law sheriffs via the 9th and 10th Amendments to the U.S. Constitution. Whereas the civilian National Guard are accountable to the people, and whereas the people's will is protected by natural law sheriffs, and whereas a natural law sheriff is defined as a protector, appointed by his or her community in alignment with the Court of Ages law of the land handbook, be it known that constitutional sheriffs are hereby ordered to support natural law sheriffs as allowed through the 9th and 10th Amendments to the U.S. Constitution. Order issued this NE 255, also known as 9/12/2021. Signed Cindy K. Courier, Court of Ages. And so it is.
But to the passion and the ways and
Back to Cindy.
The petroglyph.
Oh no, the ant people. Okay.
See, I don't know what they're doing. See, I'm trying to look this up. Okay, thank you, Derek. That's very nice of you. So now we got some. You helped me out, and I was able to get over there. Look at this one right here. Look at that insect right there. So this is the ant people. Okay, the ant people. That's so wonderful of you. Again, it really is the ant people. Oh, the screen has dimmed. That's about right. That really is. That is about right.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, so we have the ant people.
Like,
right
how
here.
long have these ant people existed
Okay, let's
without me
see,
understanding
are
them?
these insects too? Or these? If they're insects, they're
They
riding
made a whole
on-
movie about the ant
Yes,
people?
they're riding on something, you all. We gotta find them. Look at this one. That's an insect. See, it's got an antenna on its head. Like that. An antenna on its head. And petroglyph Algeria. Okay.
Oh no, I have seen ants.
Petroglyph Algeria.
I have seen ants. I love ants. The joke was that the guy I was playing in that
Let me see if we can
did
find
not
it.
know what
We
ants
got that.
was.
Let's go. Let's look here too. So there's petroglyphs in the prehistoric rock art of Tassel in Algier. Ooh! Oh wow! What is that? This is really strange. Do you remember seeing these? They were beings who were created, and their heads were on their chest. Do you all remember seeing that? Their heads were on their chest in these ancient. What is wrong with my phone? Oh, now my phone is stuck in a different mode, you all. It won't turn around for me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, can you all see this? Yeah, we saw the story of the Hopi ant people, okay, and the Great Freeze. Okay, we want to look at these right here. This is in Algeria. That's their heads. And their bodies? Wow. That is so interesting. It really is interesting. Oh my goodness, look at this. Old ancient Bronze Age wall petroglyph. Yes, the ant people helped the people to survive. They took them underground, did they? That's what they did. So, yeah. Wow. So the ant people and the Great Freeze, this look like something like that. We can look up the ant people and the Great Freeze. Let's see if we can find some more of this. Are we still on here? Again, I want to thank you all because I kind of got a little bit
Thank you all.
a little bit demotivated, a little down in the dumps when this happened.
Okay. Well, let's see. What other weird shit? Let's go back to the front of the pile. Max Spears. Oh, God. Oh, no. Reopen closed tab.
Yeah. So if you're walking that carpet, you are, that elitist mentality. And
I mean,
like,
Sammy Irwin refers to greatly that the fifth race is so-called Nephilim.
That's
He
what the
calls
whole
them
stream
Nephilim, although there's
is.
lots
It's
of
just
different
side quests.
racial types.
It's
we
like
can
playing
apply to these,
Oblivion.
what Chris Thomas calls Valon, who've come here to basically take over the planet.
Yeah, there's been a wrestling match to do that, and they can't. You have to use the front human form to do it.
Yeah,
because it's too shocking otherwise.
In this Why? Explain. Sorry.
Because we've been doing the consciousness of the human stream that's here now is so used to just seeing and being told that the human being is at the top of the food chain and we're the rulers of this and that and we're that it's too shocking. Has been too shocking to bring in a new species and do it. It's not conducive to the control if they're going to do it that way. So they need to hide behind the human form. That's all in the Emerald Tablets, Thoth's Emerald Tablets too. It explains how that was
now,
done.
These Emerald Tablets are nothing to do with what John Irwin
the Chaos
his
Emeralds.
Team, not his team. He was involved in the team and discovered 2 data banks, which are inscribed with fine lines like a CD, and they have moving pictures and information on them. That he was involved with a raid in Jarraba in 1959 to get 2 of these devices.
Oh, they were actually looking for them.
They were actually looking for them, and that's why they were bumping off so many people all around the Middle East at that time, 57, 58, 59.
The Super Shelter didn't know that.
They got 2 out of the 6.
So there's 4 still.
Well, there were 4 at that time in the hands of others, but they were able to recover them from what would have been an equivalent of a Bilderberger type meeting in 1959 in the Middle East, which was designed to, and 2 flying saucers took off and flew away, big ones, huge things, and he went in. His raid was successful. They got them, but now they've got the use of these secrets and technologies, which is why we're having to tell all this stuff now.
Right. Okay, I'm understanding. Yeah, a lot of the information can be downloaded into crystals too. I think crystal skulls, and going off track again, but crystal skulls carry massive amounts of God mind information. If you can use
God mind,
I think so I'm thinking that might be the collective oversoul of this area of the universe. So if you could put all the information for all the technology that's necessary, all the information of the true galactic history, all the information of really what's gone on in the inner wars that's gone on, because this is just it's a prison planet, but it's an inner war constantly.
Okay, let's just get down to summaries. What is the Earth? Who are we? And what is the whole point of life and death here? If you have that. We're all ETs, 7 of us are all not indigenous to the planet.
Absolutely,
5 races.
More.
5 broad types, okay, fine.
I think that you've got something, 13 strings, 13 strings.
Eventually 2300.
Yeah. I'm not talking about family, I'm not talking about bloodline families, I'm talking about, they're always using 13 because it's a crucial Kabbalistic number, and the letter M, or the number, which is the 13th letter of the alphabet, or that is constant. That's why you have McDonald's M, constantly imprinting on your subconscious, that because 13 is the birth and death cycle. So keep coming back. You die, you come back again, you come back again. So most of us here are caught in a loop, in a cycle.
Obvious loop, like an infinity.
Over and over again, incarnating a similar life.
Is that related to the precession or the equinox, the way the Earth, solar system, and this part of space goes through this?
Sure.
This convoluted.
It reinforces it too when you see that. I mean, I think we talked about it yesterday. When you're seeing that, and the sun coming up and going down, and the whole system like that reinforces. So it's a ritual in itself.
Okay, fine. So we've got the 13 families.
There's 12 or 13 different genetic races that are here.
I mean,
This is the original.
This is a weird remix. I got drunk sounding Max Spears. But this is amazing. You know what this is? Nanatsu.
Nice.
Destroy the child. Corrupt them all.
Okay. What is next? No, we'll just close this window and we'll move on. Global Mandela Effect. Mud Flood, Tartaria, Nikola Tesla. 19 minutes. God damn it. Okay.
Proportion of the global population that remembers something entirely
let's
different.
zoomer it
And it
a
all
little
stems
bit.
from the death, or not the death, of Nelson Mandela, hence the name, the Mandela Effect. So what I'm putting up on the screen at the moment are obviously some
1.5
examples of
is
those
fine.
subtle changes in history, or it could be changes in memory, who knows, of the Mandela effects taking place all over the world.
Maybe that's a
Even more
little
people
bit
have
too
postulated
fast.
that the Mandela effect
There
is,
we
or
go.
created a glitch in time when they run the Hadron Collider at CERN. And they are literally resetting details in our history. There are plenty of channels on the subject, so that's not my focus for today, but there are all sorts of reasons of why
Oh
the Mandela
no,
effect would take
Mandela
place. but the
Effect.
CERN
Oscar
connection-
Mayer was Oscar Mayer. It was pronounced Oscar Mayer when it had the E anyway. This is just people that are dumb.
seems to be the strongest one amongst those believers. For me personally, if the effect is being felt
Let me see.
globally, then it's not an isolated system, in which case I must
Oh,
admit it does
no.
point towards not just CERN.
Oh no! What have you done? What the fuck have you done, Wannen? I have to do it. That's the rules. Ah, god damn it. What the fuck am I supposed to do now? Okay, let's see, boom, bap, type, 90s rap, beat. 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 Okay.
My lord, a handsome anything but a fight.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna practice. Serialomen osso cupresso viriotrolic. Okay. Yo. I'm coming at it in my zone. I'm on the level with the Equio, Soco, Salicino, Calicino, no Serialumin, Oscar, Propessica, Vitriolic style. Up in my citadel, in my grow shelter, grow in my shelter, grow. I'm about to have my wife in the picture, even though I'm pretty single. Coming at that shit like an Equio, Solar, Cinena, Calcinita, Sereno, Cellular, Minino, also Provetrolic style. Gonna come inside and go, my baby bitch. Equio, Salicina, Calicina, Roll, Salamina, Officer, Compressor, Vitriolic style. Okay, there we go. There we go. Are you satisfied now, you monster? You made me do that.
But in case you didn't know, there are hundreds of colliders across the planet that are connected to either the energy grid, not just the internet energy grid and the Wi-Fi grid, but the Earth energy grid. And they all run Hadron Colliders. CERN is just the famous one, but it's definitely not the only one. So as you saw, there are such things as book titles changing, logos being different as to what we remember them to be.
Don't ask
One-liners
me
now
why
have
I'm
said
always
epic
in the
movies.
Citadel.
One
Ask
product
Matthew.
decades
He's
ago
the one
seemed to
that's
change
always
either
in
the
the
colour, the shape,
Citadel.
or the logo, or the text. And many point towards changes in textual side of things almost everywhere, including some people claiming that the Bible's actually changed. But all these...
You know what? I'm in the mood for Matthew. Let's watch Matthew, because he hasn't been uploading in a while, but he's still active. Matthew Miller. Let's see. What's one of his best songs? Matina. Is he singing into an electric shaver? I think that's what that is. I'll be right back. No, no. Again, he has the best hair and the best beard I've ever seen. Like, fucking Matthew has swag. He's a handsome man. Gotta give him that. The ladies love his style. You can tell him at the levels. Wait! That's not an electric shaver! That's a TV remote! That's a remote control!
Jack in the box, tell me that you're and running out, I found I'm coming into a point that I relate. Summer convention, everyone, they still gonna feel so loud. I want you to be exactly what you said. When you get a little closer and come and tackle you the way and you get you upside down. Currently, stand close, we can play. I know where to go. I know you so well and ever before.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay. What is next? You know what? I'm tired of this. Our cloaked unseen world. Okay, yeah, this is from that channel. too many people are getting cloud pilled. Are getting cloud pilled. What has Gina unleashed on the world? Like, what's going on with people? Ugh. What are you pointing out? Please. What is this? I'm gonna narrate any of this? I don't think so. Oh god. Yeah, like, what am I supposed to be saying right now? The search for Bigfoot. It's 4 minutes and 20 seconds
professional
long.
Squatch hunters travel to a hotspot for Squatch sightings, aiming to find irrefutable evidence for the existence of Sasquatch and proving once and for all that Bigfoot is alive and well.
Are you sure this is Oklahoma? I got no
Are you
notice.
sure this
Well, I'm almost 100% positive that Bigfoot is here. Well, there's gotta be absolute proof that there is.
It's absolute proof!
That was just my fart.
Absolute 9-0!
Look at all the trees.
I am a cyber guy! He's not lying to me! I am not being scammed! Like, how dare you say I'm being scammed by my cyber guy?
Well, I'll do the call.
Woo! Wait. Woo! Maybe we should not.
Watch out! We'll just use this and knock back.
Don't you think that's a little bit too big? I got it. Okay.
What the
What's this, guys?
Oh no.
What do we have here?
Everybody. Is this another, like, Darman clone, but, like, supernatural? Oh no. What did I find?
Everybody knows that Sasquatch eats flour and poop.
This was just, like, lurking in my tabs for weeks. It's a Darman Bigfoot.
Poops cupcakes. It smells delicious.
Well, it definitely looks like we're getting close.
I think we need to do another call again. Brittany?
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah!
Woo!
Woo! Your hands are cold.
Somebody's hands are hairy.
Fuck.
Oh, I put them in ice water last night.
What did that say? Group hugs. Safest to... Group hugs. Safest thing to do when gripped with your foot... With your, Bigfoot fear. What the fuck?
Your hands are cold.
Somebody's hands are hairy.
Oh, I put them in ice water last night.
Why is he wearing a bike helmet still?
Did you get it? Oh, I just missed it. What? Sorry.
Well, we didn't catch it. But we know it's real.
Hey, I just got a bar. We're not even in Oklahoma, but we did see him. So I guess there is.
But we did see him. That weird ass jump cut. Okay, let's go back to that.
Hey, I just got a bar. We're not even in Oklahoma, but we did see him.
We're not even in Oklahoma, but we did see it. What? Just reshoot the scene. What are you doing?
It's proof. This was so cool. He's real.
We have all the proof we need. Let's go home. I thought he was supposed to be a little more hairier than that.
What the fuck? Conclusive evidence found. Bigfoot knocking. Okay, you can show people Bigfoot knocking on something. That's evidence that you can show people. Bigfoot howling. That's something you can show people too. Bigfoot feces. Okay, I don't trust you. Bigfoot sighting. That's another thing you can't show people. So, better turn over that feces.
Oh no, we're gonna have to redo that all over again.
Don't look at her.
Oh, I know that's the key, isn't it? That you can't look at the camera. And I just did.
Your hands are cold.
Too bad.
Maybe they didn't like birds first. But we were friends.
There you go, Bigfoot Darman. Let's see. How many invisible creatures can you count cloaking in the tree line? Yes! Oh my god. Oh god, no! Oh no, the hat! Oh my god. What? Don't see any invisible creatures yet. Okay, you know what? Let's just skip ahead and see if he gets anything. Oh no. I think they crossed the road. Oh no. Does he think they can hear him if he says anything? Oh no. So this is just some weird guy standing out in, like, I'm assuming, like, some field in Britain. I guess. I don't know what this guy's deal is. He's like the weird, creepy old, creepy old guy from every horror movie that ends up being, like, the guy that saves everybody. Like, that's his destiny. He needs to find, like, a haunted house to hang around now. You'd be like, don't go into that house, laddie! It's cursed! Like, this guy would actually be a great character to, like, write into, like, a horror story. Like a guy, a weird pilled guy that only communicates by writing on, like, notepads. Because he's afraid the beings will hear him. Just, there you go. Anybody writing a short horror story, put this guy in your story. It's a great character. Okay. What's next?
Previous
Sasquatch terrorizing campers. Bipedal creature circling camp at night. Bigfoot activity recorded.
On
by Squatchpot.
Deep in the forest of the California Sierra Nevada mountains, a father and son have a terrifying encounter with an unidentified creature making...
Holy shit, dude. My heart just skipped when I saw that. Everybody, let's get a 21 Veronica salute going on. Veronica Kowalski just died. Here's my emote. God damn. Anyway, get ready for Lynn Wood to milk the shit out of this. Anyway, I'm still sticking with my prediction that Q influencers will jump on Veronica Kowalski dying and blame her death on not being able to take ivermectin. That will be the new Q thing. Probably starting tomorrow, if I'm right. Okay, let's see. Tonight, God called home a brave and wonderful warrior. Veronica Kowalski became known to Chicago as the Bridge Lady. She went to Austin Avenue exit of the Kennedy Expressway every day to hang a sign of meaning and support to our country. She always started her lives with "Hello, brothers and sisters," and with "Patriots are on the job." She recently fought hard against the Chicago School Board to stop mask mandates. Ironically, very ironic after doing that she would die of COVID, by the way. She recently fought hard against the Chicago School Board to stop mask mandates for school-aged children. She was very vocal about the right to try therapeutics versus vaccines. She fell ill last month and has been hospitalized at Amita Hospital, where they refused to treat her with ivermectin. Here we go. She even had a prescription at home! Exclamation point. Her POA, her husband, her power of attorney, which is her husband, who's not Cubeville, by the way, fought to get her released or transferred, and tonight Lynn Wood even called the hospital. Yep, Lynn Wood is going to be the person who pushes this thing. Veronica Walski will become an ivermectin martyr by, like, tomorrow morning. Let's see. She even had a prescription at home. Her POA fought to get her released or transferred, and tonight Lynn Wood even called the hospital. To no avail. We must fight for the children and for each other to join together as Americans. Rip Dear Chicago Bridge Lady. Your shift has ended, but patriots are on the job. In death she has a name. Veronica Kirchen. Anyway. Let's decompress after our one of our mascots just died. So what? It's time for some astrology songs.
Born to be.
I mean, it needed to be known. It was gonna come. And I mean, do not come. I always said, do not come. Do not come. And still. Anyway.
First I must see what you have for a brain, for me to be reached on a physical.
Oh, send it to me. We need to see what Linwood's doing, because it's already happening. My prediction is coming true. I've lathed of heaven. I mean, it's not even lathe of heaven. It's just what was gonna happen. If Linwood found out about the situation, of course he would grift off of it.
Plain, I'm buddies with the many, but I don't get too close. I belong to all and none. I like when relationships start with a bang.
Okay, let's see. This is Linwood's statement on Veronica Walski. I've just learned that Veronica Walski, let's say it in the Linwood voice. I've just learned that Veronica Walski saw the face of God this morning at 12:44 a.m. My faith tells me that she knelt before her Creator. He said, "Well done, my good and faithful child, well done." Now on earth, it is our responsibility to ensure that these medical murders stop now, and the perpetrators be brought to justice. Veronica will be on her bridge in heaven, looking down on us. We must do our best to make sure Veronica did not leave us in vain. We may for Veronica's family and friends that they be comforted in this difficult time of loss. We pray for all that are captives to medical tyranny in our country and around the world. It must end. As my brother in Christ, Jarman Jackson says, now go to war. Non-violent civil disobedience. Let your voices be heard, patriots, for Veronica, for your fellow Americans, for the world, for humanity. Lynn. That's your cue.
And ends as friends when it's over.
Yeah, it's like I know. You just turn into a water boy, I guess.
I am an Aquarian, I am an Aquarian, I am an Aquarian, I am an Aquarian, I am an Aquarian. At times I need my solitude, but it's mostly just a passing mood. I'm never far from the bizarre, making friends with the fringe, always ready with a helping hand. 'Cause I am in love with humanity. It's just some people that I cannot stand. I am an Aquarian, I am an Aquarian, I am an Aquarian, I am an Aquarian, I am an Aquarian. Gregarious, hilarious, Aquarius. Humanitarian Aquarian. If you have good advice, I will hear what you say. I'll thank you and smile, and then I'll do it my way. I always seek the truth with a capital T. I don't like telling lies. I may exaggerate a little itty bitty bit, but it's only when I really need to emphasize. I am an Aquarian, I am an Aquarian.
I wonder if Mike Flynn made a Veronica statement yet, because I know he will too. They're the two that will definitely do it. They probably got Google alerts set up for Veronica Walski. That's how much of like shameless grifters they are at this point.
I am an Aquarian, I am an
Okay, let's see. Has anybody made a Veronica Walski video yet? What if a Patriot Party podcast makes a Veronica Walski video? That would be a weird crossover. Oh god, I've laid of heaven it into existence now, haven't I? Veronica Walski. Let's watch Veronica Walski's last video.
Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome to the...
This is like, actually, this is extremely morbid, and I'm not going to do this right now. That's bad vibes, I just realized. Not great. Not good. Let's just move on. But I got the creeps from doing that. Okay, Russell has a new video. Okay, what do you have that's hilarious?
Corporation-case:(R).
Oh no. Okay. Decoding this message. It's code. All our other messages are coherent. I need someone in Chicago area that is a medical person to help. Oh no! They're baking the autocorrect shit that she typed when she was like so weak. And she was, oh no. So anyway, they're baking this message. I need someone is in Chicago area. It is a medical person to help me out of here, and maybe Italy. Please contact Check-in Australia. So that is obviously like her being like needing oxygen, still typing on her phone. Like, like clearly, and then it says this person baked it into someone is in Chicago. It is a medical person. Get me out of here. Please contact checkmark, code those who know. Now look at the 3 locations used. Chicago, Italy, Australia, CIA. She was in danger and targeted it. Oh no. Hopefully White Hat saved her, and the passing is optics to trick the bad guys. If not, please rest in peace, sweet angel, Veronica, Marilyn, Norma. Oh my god. Are those three names that she's used? So we know about Veronica Kirchin. What about Marilyn and Norma? Who is Norma Kirchin and Marilyn Kirchin? Like, have you researched those names? Yeah, here we go. Like, confirmation that Veronica is not her actual name. Anyway.
Period R period tilde 385 tilde 460 tilde 312 colon U period S period. Cause of the matters: executive order on ensuring adequate COVID safety protocols for federal contractors. Because of this cause of these matters, this executive order on ensuring adequate COVID safety protocols for federal contractors, the grammar and the style of grammar used here is in violation of Title 18, 1001, fictitious grammar, which means the order of operation of syntax on this style of, in this paperwork, is fictitiously conveyed. They are using adjectives, pronouns, adverbs, adjectives, pronouns, adjective, 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 adjective pronouns, creating a scenario of fiction, which this was filed on September 9th, 2021. And in compliance with the 3-day rescission rights, which I have the right to, and as a chief-judge of the U.S. Supreme Court, I have the right to stop and correct here. It's my job in compliance with the grammar and my oath there for the U.S. military, the armed forces, the Judge Advocate General's Corps, as well as the muster rolls for this corporation case that we have on file here. The protocols itself in the grammar, there actually isn't one legal sentence on this paperwork. It has a lot of void continuances where they use double spaces to vacate sentence structures, to vacate sentences. A double space means that they break the continuance of evidence to create incomplete thoughts on sentence structure. In compliance with the 3-day rescission right, which I have the right to under 3-day rescission, which means right of blockage, right of not accepting grammar or contracts coming out of the District of Columbia. That is in compliance with corporation case number R period R.
Okay, let's skip ahead to when he gets mad. Let's see.
The Supreme Court judges who are merely actors, because I disqualified the U.S. Supreme Court on October 1st, to force upon you. So it's a role which was filed with Defense Contract Management Agency, continuances of the evidences, which means that with the U.S. Supreme Court, in Commander-in-Chief, which means you have assets by gold and assets behind you, which means you're a bonded vessel out here. They themselves, because they're attorneys within the system that ended in 1999, the U.S. Treasury doesn't have any value behind it because they don't have authorization to exist as a treasurer anymore. Know that the attorneys, when they join you, I want to go back to them. They can, if you have security clearances, you can go and positing the 460 till the 312 :U period.
I guess he may have learned that his like weird like yelling is cringy, and he might not do it anymore. Okay, let's see.
Hello and welcome back. This is
Yeah. Okay, Cindy K. Courier's brother. Let's watch.
Cindy Courier's younger brother. This interview is full of questions that have been asked by commenters in addition to myself and a couple of other individuals that have been reading other blog sites, and I will be listing those sites once again in the description. Now, Brian has been very forthright in providing family photos and those types of things to us that you will see in videos on this channel in order to attempt to validate that he indeed is Cindy's brother. So please take a look at those videos also if you have any question as to what information Brian is providing and has provided in the past. So without further ado, Brian T. Courier on Cindy Courier's disappearance. Good morning, Brian. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing very well, thank you.
Good. For everyone who's listening to this interview, who we have online right now is Brian T. Courier. He's Cindy Courier's younger brother. And Brian, do you want to kind of introduce yourself and give us just a little bit of a hello?
Well, okay. Cindy's younger brother, as I mentioned, 2 years younger than her. So kind of grew up in her shadow a little bit as we grew up as children. We lived in a fairly normal house, a religious upbringing, parents who loved us. I went on and became a firefighter, just recently retired.
Awesome.
And Cindy has chosen her own path as she has, so then I think many people might be more familiar with her path, but that gives you kind of a brief idea of the kind of person that I am or what I've done.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start.
Oh, let's see. Oh no, it's one of the Japanese, Trump supporter accounts. Translate. But who said that he was so crazy? It is a round YouTuber that gains access by saying appropriate things? This is a photo that he posted a few weeks ago. I'm not Marilyn. Stupid people. Middle finger. L/ I am not Marilyn, idiots. So here we go. Like she even said she's not Marilyn Monroe. Let's see. Oh, is that so? Laughing cough star. Let's see. I've made a lot of pom-poms, but why haven't I been able to get the vaccine to cure a cold? Woo. I'm guessing that's like ha 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 in like Japanese. Oh no, is that Isaac Cappy? Is that one of the top tweets from this person? A video of Isaac Cappy accusing Spielberg and Tom Hanks of being pedophiles, eating the world's elite, and raping and killing children has been removed on YouTube. This is a short version, but it's still there. Spread it before it disappears. Oh god. Content warning. Content warning. It's 1 minute and 53 seconds long, so just mute the stream for like 2 minutes. If you don't want to listen. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Who, by the way, Steven Spielberg is a pedophile.
Oh, I know. I do
Yep.
not.
See how easy that was, Corey? I didn't need $10 million. I just said it. But what I want to get into is, I want to get into like the bigger picture of how
let's
this
just
stuff is all connected.
listen to this.
Because when you're talking about like really elite levels, the name of the game is blackmail. So they want something on you that they can hold over your head so they can basically own you, tell you what to do. When they film it. And then they own you. So that's what runs the whole system. They want compromised people because they're easy to control. And a lot of people, they'll just go along with it and do whatever just for fame or...
Wait. We get it. You have like so many like I don't know what if I endorse these things. Yeah, like if they're already like baking like that she's not dead, oh my god. Like, oh no, this is like my prediction is gonna come true, isn't it? She's gonna become the ivermectin martyr, and there's gonna be paintings of her. People are going to paint pictures of her on the bridge. Mark my words. Get ready for it. I would not be surprised if someone made it like a fucking mural of her in Chicago after this. Yep, it's coming true. My prediction is true. If anybody clipped that last night, my prediction is coming true. I knew it. Fucking Lin Wood. I swear to God. Okay. Cindy Courier's brother.
We've got about 9 or 10 questions here that have been coming from commenters and other individuals that have emailed me that just would like to have an update on what your feeling is with regards to these things on Cindy. I know a lot of people are very concerned about the fact that she pulled down all of her social media sites and her YouTube account. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and get started with those. And if you can answer what you can, that would be very helpful for those of us that are concerned for her.
Very good.
Okay, great. Was the recent discovery
I
of
have like a
Cindy's
shirt that was
YouTube
on the
channel
ground,
and social
let me
media
see.
sites the
Not
first
my
time that
glasses.
you've had
Okay.
the opportunity to comment to her directly in a while, or?
In a while, yeah. It was actually being made aware of her YouTube and internet presence.
Branches,
provided the first opportunity in
thank you
probably
for
10
following.
years for me to have any type of interaction with her. And it was, of
It's
course,
not
kind of
close
limited
enough
to
to
just
Jesus
the
for
comment
me.
section. When she did finally begin allowing comments, I took an opportunity to do that. But, that's been the first time in about 10 years there has been some email contact that
Yeah, because the lady in interviewing him is into like the Iraqi dinar scam. So she's dinar pilled, but she's knows enough to know that Cindy K. Courier is full of shit. So it's like it's a pilled person interviewing someone, exposing someone that is also terrible. So it's like it's reliable information, but it's coming from an unreliable person, basically.
she had gotten a bit unpleasant and insisted that I not contact her again. So
I see.
That's kind of how that went. Now, I did begin to make some comments, and I'm quite confident that if she saw them, she certainly would have known that they were for me, because I identified myself as her younger brother, Brian, so I didn't leave any question for her.
Oh,
And
so
my
she knew
writing
for sure
style-
then.
Pardon?
So she did know for sure then that it was you.
Yeah, absolutely. And, my writing style is such that I think she would have been able to pick up on that as well and know that I really am, who she says that I am.
Right.
And, this type of thing, we haven't really had this type of interaction in the past. It's been a smaller scale, I mean, she's kind of, been one or two people at a time when we were growing up, that she would pick on and try to influence and bully around and make do what she wanted. And then I'd kind of run behind her and try to help these people that not be so hurt by what had gone on. But, now she's got a larger audience using the internet, and so suddenly I'm finding myself in a situation where I want to try to find a way to address a larger number of people, maybe prevent them from getting hurt the way others have gotten hurt in the past.
Yeah, I can certainly understand your concern there. Just, based on what you're saying, has Cindy ever been diagnosed professionally with any mental illnesses or any imbalances that you know of in the past?
Yes, that has been the case. A little reluctant to get too specific, in this environment. I do know that there's some that I can say because she has included information in her book that she wrote that explains some of this. So I feel fairly comfortable discussing some of it. Others, I won't draw the line and not go too far.
Okay.
Now, as far as that goes, it was her time at Taylor University. It was the first time I'm aware of that her mental health was questioned by a professional. We're growing up, church, school, things like that. There were always people kind of wondering about her behavior.
Right.
And those questions a lot of times would turn to mental health, but I don't think there really were any professionals that were digging into her until her time at Taylor University.
Okay.
She's had problems with it being questioned subsequent to that. She's had employers that have told her that she was going to lose her job if she didn't seek mental health help, that they couldn't keep her employed. And, so it's been kind of an ongoing thing. And, she had been married, and I know she had gotten institutionalized at least once as a result of frankly, her physical abuse of her husband. He finally got kind of tired of it and got her some help as a means of protecting himself.
I understand. Okay.
Oh,
Well, you
she
mentioned
was.
that you.
Wait, is he saying that she was abusing him? What was that? Let's back it up.
I understand. Okay.
I know she had gotten institutionalized at least once as a result of frankly, her physical abuse of her husband. He finally got kind of tired of it and got her some help as a means of protecting himself.
I understand. Okay. Well, you mentioned that you had verified that Cindy had not been arrested. I would like to know, and several of the followers that are on my channel also would like to know, how extensive that actual search was, and were there any mental health facilities or hospitals that had been searched?
None of her family, excuse me, was involved in an active search of that nature. Our parents and I did discuss it to a point, the pros and the cons. But in terms of knowing that she's not been arrested, that kind of became pretty obvious when there were repeated text messages and phone calls received from her cell phone to my parents' cell phone. So it was obviously her voice and obviously her cell phone number. And, you know, when you get arrested, you have to use the prison phone. So
right.
It seems that it's pretty clear that she's not been arrested and does still have access to her devices. And, you know, we've seen other things, we've seen a couple of videos pop up under different names that appear that they could very well be her. And I think that kind of supports the belief that she's not been arrested, not been kidnapped by anyone, is not under anybody else's control.
Right.
But
so this might have been before she started her like Rise Together channel.
Her life is likely to be.
Right. And it's interesting that you
Because he
mentioned
keeps
the other
changing the
videos
name.
too, because
Rise
I had
Together
actually
wasn't
listed
the original
a few
name.
of those videos that were provided to me by other commenters. And so, you know, I'm thinking that you're right in
Wasn't it like Natural Law School or something at first? We are lightbeings.wordpress. Another fraud caught with her panties down. Cindy K. Courier will be issuing arrest warrants, folks. Folks, beware of her. She's one dangerous fraud. You know what? I need to do it on this. I wish I wrote that article about her 7 months ago. But I responded with one of my sisters when I was asking about the new kid on the block called Cindy K. Courier, and I watched the first video and immediately felt bad energy. And I told her in response, even though she has this soft, pudgy, feminine look, soft-spoken voice, you really have to be sensitive to energies to feel what's coming from her. Did Alex Jones literally write this? Because this sounds like Alex Jones. Like, you really have to be sensitive to energies, folks. Like I am. I was raised to be sensitive to energies. Anyway, I'm not bragging, but to feel what is coming from her, and I picked up on that right away. Part of me has always hesitates for fear of being wrong, and I'm still working on listening to my intuition 100%. Perhaps in this world of deceit, it's good to have a small piece of doubt, just in case I get it wrong. Just in case. I'm right 99% of the time. I mean, I can confirm that. Anyway, Anonymous issued a cease and desist order on her, and that alone should tell you what's going on. Like, I'm not making this up. This is exactly what... I'm just reading the article. If you think I'm doing it like a perfect Alex Jones impression, that is exactly what this article says. Anyway, at 11 o'clock minute mark, she claims to be the one issuing arrest orders. You know, we should have that kind of power. Hell, I'll be issuing millions of arrest orders. She's got a cult following, just like YRFT does. People want to believe that a savior is going to save them from the current miserable lives. Anyone that's not happy in this current state of reality is looking for a way out. There's no way out, folks. Wake up and realize that we are the ones that will make a change, and we are making the changes. It may not be as fast as we want them to, but it's like taking a few toddlers for a walk. We stop and wait for the last one to catch up. We can't leave without them. We can't leave toddlers to fend for themselves or find their way home. You be the judge and tell me what you think about this one. All our videos have comments disabled now. If you see any peace signs in our videos, better look that up and see what that stands for. Literally, it's... Oh God. Change the world. Okay. Literally, this article was written by Alex Jones. Or someone that listens to so much Alex Jones they cannot stop talking like him. Because literally, I just read that, and it could have just come right out of an Alex Jones segment. Anyway.
In that area. Go ahead.
If you don't mind me also pointing out, she's made it kind of clear.
No, he literally talks like that, though. Like, that's his exact... Like, the exact type of shit he talks about. Especially with the folks dribbled in there. Someone was doing an Alex Jones impression on that.
That she doesn't want
and it was
to be
pretty
followed
close
by her family. You know, she has clearly said, "Don't call me. You know, you'll learn more about me when I decide you will learn more about me."
I see.
So it's been something. She's made it pretty clear she does not want any unsolicited contact at this point from anyone.
I got it. Okay. All right. Has anyone by any chance searched any of the RV parks in the area where she last lived in? I mean, I know you kind of said that, you just had done a brush over of search for her since she was the one who stated she didn't really want to be found. But just that was another commenter's question, so I wanted to make sure that was in there.
Well, I certainly think for a person who was determined to find her, I think that would be a sensible place to look.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be also potentially likely. I mean, she could have parked her RV at a follower's home or property. So, I mean, a worthwhile thing to check, sure, might not necessarily provide any real information, but in terms of family, no, none of us have searched any of the RV parks.
Okay. All right. I realize this might be a little bit of a difficult question, but I'm going to ask it because it was specifically asked of me to ask. And so feel free to let me know if it's something that's getting a little bit too deep into your personal family life. But did Cindy and your older brother, David, work together on this national law business? CC had mentioned in one of the threads that David was a Luciferian, and Cindy, we wondered whether she was involved in that at all with him.
As far as I know, David and Cindy did not work together at all on any of this natural law handbook, any of the stuff that Cindy has been doing in the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Quite frankly, Cindy had pretty thoroughly burned David over the years, and to a point that
I think I'll probably end the stream after this interview. We'll check out Acapinti after that, but I think I have to be quiet after this. I think I was pushing it with my Alex Jones impression.
he had pretty much lost patience with her. I mean, they were trying to help her. He and his second wife trying to help her get a website going for psychology practice.
Uh-huh.
And this was free help she was getting, but it wasn't coming fast enough for her, so she got all mad. just weren't dropping absolutely everything to help her.
I see.
You know, so at that point, they just said, you know what, we're done with you. And that was back in 2011.
Wow.
And since is not yet
Wow.
off on the tangent that she's currently on. So I think it's pretty safe to say that
I need to have the guy.
We're not involved in any of this.
Like, wow.
And in terms of the Luciferian
Wow.
question, it's been my understanding.
I gotta show you what I'm talking about. I gotta find like a green screen version of the. Wow, baby. Fine.
Wow. And that David had turned away from that, 20 years ago or so, 15, 20, quite a while ago, put it that way.
Okay.
And that would have been long before Cindy was getting this extreme with the stuff that she was doing, her astral plane cosmonaut and all of that.
Right.
There does seem to be some overlap between them, but I don't think that they were working together to advance any of this.
Okay. All right. Many of the individuals who've asked questions are having a really hard time understanding your parents' reluctance to just call Cindy if they are so worried. And many feel that perhaps they seem to be almost afraid of her. Why do you think this would be? Or is this just an incorrect assumption?
Well, part of the challenge comes when you're dealing with someone who is mentally ill, has some problems of stability. When you're dealing with that type of a person, you kind of have to be a little careful of how you deal with them.
Right.
The wrong move can bring about behavior or reactions that aren't at all what you were after.
Right.
So you often will tend to step pretty carefully. And when a person has a history of physical violence against others or even herself, you can understand why you'd want to be a little careful. You don't want to shove somebody into doing something.
Absolutely.
But now as for me, I haven't been afraid of Cindy since I was probably 8 years old. I'm kind of more of a pragmatist, and I don't happen to think that her state of mental health is going to be changed appreciably by having interaction with me. I don't think I'm going to make her worse. Don't think I'm going to make her better. It just, I happen to be there.
Right.
And when you read on the internet and stuff, you do find plenty of people who seem to be afraid of her, but I'm not at all.
Right.
It's just she kind of.
Jesus, how exactly bad is she? If her former followers, I'm assuming, are afraid of her too. Jesus.
Enjoys being worshipped and
Cindy K. Courier is one of those people that has a personality on YouTube where it's I can't imagine how you are when you're mad. Her personality is so fake on YouTube where it's I can't even think about how exactly bad she might be when she's mad.
Fear. So for her, there's a place for these people that are afraid of her, but it's not me.
Well, and I can understand you, kind of speaking out on your parents' behalf also, and being concerned about them. So now you mentioned in one of the threads that you commented on that Cindy had an ex-husband. Did they have children?
No children.
And about how long was that marriage?
They were married probably around 10 years, and it probably seems strange to you that I say, around 10 years.
10 years?
Cindy had forbade our parents from telling us that he had divorced her.
Oh.
Now, I'm not quite sure how she thought that we we could go to Thanksgiving and Christmas and not notice that he wasn't there, but somehow in her mind,
That
this
makes
wasn't
sense.
to be talked about at all.
I see.
Yeah, so I think they were divorced for probably 2 years or so before I was told they were divorced.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, but no children.
no children at all.
No children. Okay. Has Cindy ever disappeared like this for this length of time before that you're?
Yeah, like Cindy, like has a habit of disappearing. Apparently, like I've discovered her after her last disappearance. When was this video? Yeah, this was 2018, so she's since reappeared in like 2019, I guess.
Aware of just in general.
Like,
I don't
right
mean just
when the pandemic
from the family.
started. She was starting her pandemic grift.
Yeah, kind of like this. Yeah, I'd say this is not unusual for her.
Okay.
Yeah, to kind of have a bit of a break from reality and then just take off on her own and spend a little time figuring out, you know, what she wants to do or what her next life calling is. You know, that's, you know, she's had this history of.
Yeah, she cannot decide which grift she's gonna be like focusing on. That's the main thing with Cindy. She's like into all of the grifts, but she can't focus on any one enough to get enough people to give her money. It's weird. She's like a grifter, but she's so bad that she barely makes enough money to like keep the country house, I'm guessing. Like she has enough people that are like gullible enough to like follow her no matter what, that are able to keep like pay for the country house, I guess. But it's like she's bad. She's so bad at it.
Life callings, you know, like that kind of, I don't know. I don't know how you could have multiple life callings in your life, but she seems to have them every once in a while.
I see.
And so it hasn't been uncommon.
Oh,
you know,
you're telling
she'll
me.
disappear, we won't know where she's at or whatever, and then all of a sudden here she comes. I found my life.
Oh god, okay, that makes even more sense if she's like renting it, or if like someone else lives there too.
Calling it. This is what it is, you know, and so it doesn't seem all that strange, you know. It's not that peculiar because we've watched it all happen before, and so yeah, we look at it and say, okay, well, she's gonna pop back up sometime. You know, don't know if she's gonna be the queen of queens when she comes back. I mean,
okay.
My guess is she's gonna research.
Yeah, she's entered the Romana Ditallo, fucking Russell J. Gould, what's the other guy? Greg Hallett pipeline. They're the 4 people I want to put into a literal Royal Rumble. Like, get to Romana Ditallo, Russell J. Gould, Joseph Gregory Hallett, and Cindy K. Courier. They all enter the ring, and only one leaves, and they will be crowned royalty of whatever country they've decided to declare royalty of. So you could become the queen of America, Cindy. It'll be like the Queen of England, where it's just like we dress you up in these weird outfits, and I mean, we're not gonna build you a castle or anything. Like, we'll let you keep the country house. We'll give you like this robe, but you gotta kill the other ones. There can only be one.
Surface as somebody a little bit different than who she was when she took down her web. That would be my guess.
How long do you think in the past has she...
Actually, like, knowing what I know about Cindy now, she probably would kill all of them. Honestly. I don't know. Like, it would like come down, like, actually, no, when I think about it, like Romana, Russell, and Cindy would gang up on like, fucking Greg Hallett and just, like, knock him out right away. And then it would come down But like, who would come out on top? Would I don't know? Is Cindy versus Cindy versus Romana versus fucking Russell. Russell probably, like, who's older? Romana seems like the youngest one. So I think they would probably gang up on Russell because he's got visible gray hair. Like, he's obviously, like, the oldest one. He was clearly a nerd in high school. That's what's going against him. He has nerd rage, but he doesn't have nerd strength. That's the problem. So Romana and Cindy would gang up on Russell. They would beat the shit out of him. He'd be out. They'd throw him out the ring. And then it would come down to Romana Diddolo and Cindy K. Courier. And okay, Romana's probably younger than Cindy, so that's a slight advantage. But Cindy's got some extreme rage. Romana depends on her army, and she can't call them in. So I think Cindy would win. Cindy's got the power. I think Romana's a better general than she is a fighter. So I think Cindy would win that. So there we go. Cindy is the queen of everything.
She gone without contacting your parents? What's the longest length of time?
It's a little difficult to answer that, but if I had to take a guess at it, and keep in mind, please, this is a guess.
Okay.
I would guess the longest, probably in the vicinity of 1.5 to 2 years.
Okay.
But that's just a guess, and I can't tell you that I know that's absolutely fact.
Okay. Well, no, your best guess was perfect. That gives everybody kind of an idea of the approximate length of time, and that a few short months is not all that abnormal. It doesn't sound like.
No, it's certainly nothing that would get us too concerned.
Okay. Do you feel that this disappearance is somewhat of a, for lack of a better word, a stunt maybe that she's using to get some additional attention, or do you feel something else is really at play here? And I'm asking this question, I don't mean to be abrasive about it, it's just that there are a tremendous number of people that are actually very concerned about her.
The question about it possibly being a stunt,
Mm-hmm.
that would not be out of character.
Okay.
I don't happen to think that that's what's going on right now. It's my opinion that this is something different, but it wouldn't really be out of character for her to do that. Now, if it is a stunt, I wouldn't expect it to last very long. Like I said, I don't think this one is. And when she first pulled down her web presence and stuff, I wondered, quite honestly, if maybe she had been arrested because of this airship bank stuff, issuing airship notes that had no assets to back them.
Okay.
That can kind of get you in trouble with the law.
You would think, yes.
Yeah, and there were people, claiming online to have bought some of these, and there were people who claimed that they had, sent her their social security numbers and signed contracts with her and stuff. And so I looked at that and thought, boy, maybe she got picked up. They may have had enough of that. The phone calls have left me pretty confident that she has not been picked up, either by law enforcement or by somebody who's angry at her. But, I considered that a real possibility.
Yeah, I understand. I can understand that. Well, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So right now, I really think that she's kind of regrouping. I don't think she's been real comfortable having been challenged.
Oh, okay.
A lot of her followers, they'll when anything Cindy says, oh, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
And, she began allowing comments, and I realize I'm not the only person that has commented, but generally through her life, she has found me to be very troublesome.
I
But seems to feel an enmity toward me.
So,
and
then you're referring to the commenting on her YouTube channel and her social media, right?
Yes, I began commenting on there and identifying myself. I wasn't going to hide who I was, but I was happy to challenge her out on the dishonesty. But honesty is kind of a big deal to me, and I think it's important that if someone is going to choose to follow someone, that they know whether or not they're an honest person.
Right.
And if you've seen videos full of lies, I think it's important to challenge the people. So wait a minute, we know this isn't true.
Right.
Why are you saying it?
Right.
And I thought that was important, and it wouldn't surprise me if that had some impact on her deciding to disappear.
I see. Well, Brian, I sure appreciate you answering
John.
the questions that the commenters and the people who emailed me with questions have had here, and been so forthright about it. Let me just ask you, since you have the open forum of my YouTube channel to use right now in this interview, what would you like to say, if anything, to any of Cindy's followers?
Let's pray for Garrett.
I just want to be very simple.
Come to the Lord.
Please
Do not come.
verify what she claims. Verify what she tells you. Apply some critical thinking to it. Evaluate it on the basis of science and logic and reason. She's been lying to her followers for years now. And if she really wanted to help people, which is what she claims she wants to do, she wouldn't be lying to people. She wouldn't be telling them things that weren't true. She wouldn't mislead people. She wouldn't deceive them. But she makes all these outrageous, dishonest claims, and that should be enough to...
My God, it's 2 a.m. What am I doing?
cue people in that this may not really be...
I'm listening to Cindy K. Courier's brother right now at 2 a.m. I remember when I was in elementary school, there was assignments where it was like, where do you see yourself in 10 years? And boy, was I wrong. There was literally no way to predict this. That assignment was like set me up to fail. I hate school. Fuck school.
The answer that I'm looking for, this may not be the person I should be following. And so, yeah, I mean, Cindy can be kind of compelling when she decides to manipulate people. You know, that's the sugar-sweet demeanor that you see on these videos where she...
Wait, what am I talking about? Elementary school 10 years ago. What am I talking? High school 10 years ago. What the fuck? I'm fucking 30. I don't understand it yet.
It's like this sweet little aunt that you always got candy from.
Oh no, Dolly, you missed the stream. Yeah, Veronica's dead, and my prediction is already coming true that Lynn Wood is going to milk the shit out of it. I'm just waiting for General Flynn to get on in the action. They're gonna turn her into an ivermectin martyr.
You were a child, but that's not been the Cindy that I've ever known, and that most people who have met her in person don't meet that Cindy. Okay. That Cindy is trying to manipulate you, so please don't fall for the manipulation. Keep your mind strong and think through what she's saying. When you see lies,
yeah, it's like
you to break away. You know,
I'm sad too. It's
find
like
a different path, either on your own or find someone who's willing to
I
be
made her
honest.
an emote. She was my second emote I ever
Don't
made.
give her money. You know, I mean,
It's this weird sense of like
the RV
loss,
she's
but it's
got was
like
given to her
it's
as a
also
result of
like
online
fucking
solicitations,
dun
and
dun
same with
dun
this office
dun
that she
at the
has
same
in
time,
New York.
you know.
You know, if you send her money, you're just kind of feeding the ego and feeding her delusions, and that's not going to help her or anybody else. So that would be the message I would share with people. Please evaluate stuff with a clear mind. Figure out whether it's true. Don't follow people who lie to you.
Brian, I want to thank you very much for taking the time to talk to me today, and for getting your message out to
Okay, thank you. Anyway. Alright, we're gonna sign off with some John Acapinti, Come to the Lord. Also, do not do that. Do not come. You are now forbidden to use Troy Higao.
Come to the Lord, forsake every sin.
Or any other.
Let him revive you and bring peace
Coming
within.
No round busting.
To open your heart. So come to the Lord now and
do not do this.
Start. His arms outstretched. He's waiting for you. He wants to save you and make all things new. Do not put it off. You need his great love. He'll help you and bless you with strength from above. Come to the Lord, take him in your heart. He'll surely save you, each sin will depart. So take him in now and let
I should make a tradition to do Acapinti vocals in the
to live right, for he'll be so near.
Thank you everyone for all the subscriptions. Thank you for watching the Jimbo Show.
Do not put it
I love Jesus. I praise him every day. I praise him every night. I want to suck him off. I get on my knees for the Lord and I take him inside and out when I do communion.
Come to the Lord, for he's coming soon. Time is so short it could be night and noon. He'll come back for you if your heart is right. So come to the Lord and get set for your flight. His arms outstretched. This
is the Come to the Lord dance.
He wants to save you and make all things new. Do not put it off. You need his great love.
I'm feeling it.
He'll
I'm feeling
help you and bless you
the glory of the Lord.
from above. Yes, his arms outstretched. He's waiting for you. He wants to save you and make all things new. Do not put it off. You need his great love. He'll help you and bless you with strength from above. He'll help you and bless you with strength from above. Strength from above.
Shrek from above.